lutho thina siyayazi phola ithema lethu lifuna inkazimulo from Rufaro to Baba Fields sizodlala ngenhliziyo yonke makwikwi kutafa tishaye serare seringa pembera ma super fans fajikamba ngoma zichiridza kushika madekwana.
Welcome to a powerful countdown that every Zimbabwean football fan needs to hear. Today we are not looking at who scored the most goals, who won the derby, or which team has the loudest fans. No, we are going deeper. We are looking at tangible wealth, the real assets that make clubs strong behind the scenes. Who owns their own stadium, who has modern training grounds, who drives in luxurious team buses, while others still borrow or hire transport. Which clubs are building youth academies for the future, and which ones are paying players the biggest wages. Some clubs in Zimbabwe have history, trophies, and fan base, but very little in terms of actual assets. Others are young, but owned by rich companies and businessmen who are quietly building empires. One of them even owns 2 clubs at the same time. Another has built the second most expensive stadium in the whole country. And yes, one team pays their star player so much that his salary alone could fund an entire small club. Stay with me as we count down from number 20 all the way to number 1, from the weakest in assets to the richest football powerhouse in Zimbabwe. I promise the names you will hear in the middle of this list will shock you more than the team at number 1. Let's begin the journey. 20. Kariba FC. Kariba FC, also known as ZPC Kariba, is a smaller club with modest resources. They play their home games at a stadium, which they do not own, and rely on basic transport for the team. Their player wages are low compared to most PSL teams, making it difficult to attract top talent. Despite these limitations, the club remains competitive and continues to fight for respect in the league. Number 19. Tel1 FC. Tel1 FC is backed by a corporate entity, giving it some financial stability, but their tangible assets are still limited. The club does not own a stadium and relies on borrowed facilities for matches and training. Their buses and vehicles are functional but not luxurious, and wages are modest. The team focuses more on maintaining consistency than on building luxury or prestige. Number 18. Caps United. Caps United is a club rich in history and trophies, but in terms of tangible wealth, they lag behind many modern PSL teams. They do not own their home stadium, which is managed by the city council. The club has one standard team bus, and player wages are moderate, unable to compete with the highest-paying clubs. Still, Caps United remains one of the most supported clubs in Zimbabwe. Number 17. Dynamos FC. Dynamos FC is the most popular football club in Zimbabwe, known for its fan base and long-standing history. Despite this popularity, the club does not own a stadium and relies on municipal or borrowed grounds. Their buses are basic and wages are moderate, enough to retain some top players but not to challenge the wealthiest teams. Dynamos continues to leverage its popularity rather than tangible assets. 16. Green Fuel FC. Green Fuel FC is a newer club with backing from an energy company, giving it growing financial stability. They do not yet own a stadium and use shared or community grounds for matches and training. Transport is functional but not luxurious, and wages are competitive for mid-table players but below the top-tier clubs. Green Fuel is still building its infrastructure and presence in Zimbabwe football. Number 15. Beaker Minerals FC. Beaker Minerals FC is owned by a mining company, giving it a stable financial base compared to smaller clubs. However, the club does not own a major stadium and relies on borrowed grounds for matches. Their buses and transport are standard, and player wages are mid-range, higher than smaller teams but still below the league's richest. Minerals continues to grow steadily while maintaining financial stability. 14. Chicken Inn FC. Chicken Inn FC, sponsored by the food giant InScore, is one of the more stable clubs in the PSL. While they do not own a stadium, they have reliable training facilities and resources to support the team. The club is able to pay players better than many mid-table sides, and their corporate backing gives them a solid financial foundation. Chicken Inn continues to be competitive on the pitch while steadily building its infrastructure. Number 13. Highlanders FC. Highlanders FC is a club steeped in history, with a large and loyal fan base. Despite their popularity and past trophies, they do not own a stadium and rely on municipal grounds for matches. Their buses and vehicles are functional but not luxurious, and wages are moderate compared to the top PSL clubs. Highlanders remains a household name in Zimbabwean football, but their tangible assets are limited. 12. Highlanders FC. Highlanders FC is owned by a private university and benefits from stable financial backing. They have decent training facilities and are able to pay players competitive wages for their level. Although they do not yet own a major stadium, the club is steadily improving its infrastructure and making its mark in the league. Highlanders is considered a growing club with the potential to climb higher in the PSL rankings. Number 11. Mwambiora Football Club. Mwambiora Football Club has made a name for itself thanks to a rich owner who also owns Scotland FC. The club boasts a luxurious team bus, setting it apart from many other mid-tier PSL clubs. With strong financial backing, Mwambiora is able to pay players reasonably well and invest in better facilities. This combination of wealth, infrastructure, and ambition places them just outside the top 10 richest clubs in Zimbabwe. Number 10. Triangle United. Triangle United is a well-established club with solid backing and a stable presence in the PSL. While they do not own a major stadium, the club has decent training facilities and reliable transport for the team. Player wages are higher than many mid-table teams, reflecting their ambition to compete at the top levels. Triangle United continues to balance history, stability, and gradual growth in assets. Number 9. Manica Diamonds. Manica Diamonds is owned by a mining company, giving the club strong financial support and stability. Although they do not own a large stadium, they have reliable training grounds and infrastructure for players. Their wages are higher than smaller clubs, allowing them to attract quality talent. Manica Diamonds is steadily building its presence both on and off the pitch. Number 8. Shaysham FC. Shaysham FC, currently a Division 1 team, ranks at number 8 due to its remarkable investment in infrastructure and rapid rise in Zimbabwean football. The club spent significant funds developing Gweru's Bata Stadium into a modern facility, giving players and fans a first-class experience. Recently, their luxurious team bus arrived, further signaling the club's growing wealth and ambition. Shaysham FC is also making waves on the pitch, with their fierce Midlands Derby rivalry against Hadrock FC adding excitement and intensity to the league. Their combination of modern facilities, new assets, and competitive ambition positions Shaysham as one of the fastest-rising clubs in Zimbabwean football. Number 7. Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is a club with ambition and steadily growing assets. They have good transport facilities, including standard buses, and are able to pay players relatively well. While not at the very top of the PSL in terms of wealth, their management is focused on gradually building infrastructure and improving player conditions, positioning them as a rising club in Zimbabwe football. Number 6. Yada FC. Yada FC is fully owned by Prophet Magaya and backed by significant financial resources. The club owns its stadium and has strong infrastructure, allowing them to pay players well and maintain competitive facilities. With a luxurious bus and a growing youth development setup, Yada ranks as one of the richest clubs in tangible assets in Zimbabwe. Their financial stability and ownership structure make them a formidable presence. Number 5. Scotland FC. Scotland FC is widely regarded as the highest-paying club in Zimbabwe, making them a major player in the PSL. Their stadium is currently under construction, but the club already boasts luxurious buses and modern facilities. Owned by the same wealthy businessman behind Mwambiora, Scotland FC attracts top talent with high wages, including star players earning some of the biggest salaries in the league. Their combination of strong backing, infrastructure, and ambition places them firmly among Zimbabwe's richest football clubs. Number 4. MWOS, Moore's World of Sport FC. MWOS is a rising force in Zimbabwean football, supported by solid financial backing and strategic investments. The club owns its stadium and has modern training facilities, ensuring players have the resources they need to perform at a high level. MWOS also has reliable transport and a strong focus on youth development. While slightly behind the very top clubs, their growing infrastructure and ambition make them one of the most impressive teams in terms of tangible assets. Number 3. And Platinum. And Platinum is owned by a platinum mining company, giving the club significant financial power. They own their stadium, pay players well, and operate a luxurious team bus. The club invests heavily in infrastructure and youth development, making them one of the richest and most professionally run clubs in Zimbabwe. Their financial stability, strong backing, and focus on both players and facilities firmly place them in the top 3 richest PSL teams. Number 2. Hadrock FC. Hadrock FC is owned by the wealthy businessman Mr. Chawand and boasts one of the most impressive stadiums in Zimbabwe, the second most expensive in the country. The club operates team buses, which are not common for many African clubs, and has strong facilities to support both players and staff. Although Prophet Magea is connected to the club, the primary ownership and financial power come from Mr. Chawand himself, making Hadrock a highly influential club in the PSL. The combination of stadium investment, luxurious transport, and solid infrastructure positions Hadrock as a powerhouse just behind the very top club. Their management focuses not only on on-field success but also on tangible growth, ensuring the club continues to build long-term wealth and influence in Zimbabwean football. Number 1. FC Platinum. FC Platinum takes the crown as the richest and most professionally run club in Zimbabwe. The club owns its stadium, maintains luxurious buses, and invests heavily in training facilities and youth development. They consistently pay players well, attracting top talent across the country. Backed by the platinum mining industry, FC Platinum has both the financial resources and the infrastructure to dominate in terms of tangible assets. From trophies to vehicles, from stadium to training grounds, every aspect of the club demonstrates professionalism and wealth. FC Platinum is not just a football club. It is a football empire in Zimbabwe, setting the standard for every other PSL team. Their combination of ownership, facilities, and player investment makes them the undisputed number 1 in terms of tangible assets in the country.